Morning folks, it's Andy here from Bushcraft. Hope he's having a nice day and welcome to another video. So I'm just out in the woods for a day. We're actually up in Scotland visiting family again. We're just here for the week. I'm not going to be on an overnighter because we've got plans for the rest of the week. So I've just got the day to myself, and the wife and the kids, they're away up to Stirling to visit a wife's friend. So it's just me and Rusty out. But it's coniferous woodlands, it's mostly spruce, Norway spruce. And that's what I've used to get the fire going. But in the pot I've got some nettle leaves simmering away. I'm trying to diffuse the sting from the leaves, because I'm going to be using them to make some nettle soup. I got the recipe from the new Mears and Lars Falt book out on the land. Well, it's not brand new, but it's relatively new. You can get the recipe for nettle soup on page 273, I think it is. And I'm going to try it out. I was out early this morning foraging for some nettle leaves. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. I'll read out the recipe in a minute to you, as I've got it written down on a piece of paper down there. But I forgot a couple of ingredients. I was supposed to get them last night, but it just totally went out of my head. I needed to get some butter and flour. You mix it together to make a roux, and then it gets added to the overall pot. But I don't have those. But what I did bring was one of the suggestions on the recipe on the book is, if you want, cube up some potatoes and add it to it, and they'll reduce down and it'll help thicken up the broth, give it a bit more flavour. So I have them, so hopefully it'll still be alright. Yeah, I'll read out the ingredients to you. 4 cups of young nettle leaves, some butter and plain flour, which I've forgotten, a litre of water and 2 vegetable stock cubes, or you can just use vegetable stock if you already have it made up, or I suppose you could buy it in the shops. 2 potatoes, which are cubed. That's not part of the actual recipe, but it's a suggestion that you could add it in if you wanted. Some salt and pepper, and yeah, page 273 is where the recipe is on. So the actual cooking directions themselves is you put the nettles into some boiling water and simmer them for about 10 minutes or so to neutralise the sting. Take the nettle leaves out and then chop them up, but keep the water. Then what you do, if you had the butter and the flour, is melt the butter down and stir in the flour, and it makes a roux. From there, add the roux, the nettle water, or the water, sorry, and the stock cubes together. Then add the potato cubes, and then add the nettle leaves and just sort of simmer it for 20 minutes or so, or as long as it takes for the potatoes to sort of reduce down. And then once you're, before serving, season it with a bit of salt and pepper. So we'll see how it all turns out in the end, eh? So that's the stock added in. Stir it up a bit. And I'm going to put the potatoes in. They're a bit bruised, should be fine. To be honest, this looks like a big gloop of spinach. I'm going to chop it up slightly. Well, I say chop it, probably tear it into pieces. I'm going to add it back into the potatoes in a little while. Just wanted the potatoes to get a decent amount of time to reduce down. I don't know exactly what's going to happen to these nettle leaves, or they'll just disintegrate into nothing, so I didn't want to leave them in too long. I decided to sit a bit closer to the fire. It's getting a bit chilly today. I like that idea, that sort of story about the Indian, where they say a white man will build a big huge fire and it'll be burning so hot he can't even sit next to it. Whereas an Indian, he'll build a small fire, contained, and he'll sit close to it and be able to get warm off of it. But I've added in the the nettle leaves now, the potatoes have started to sort of reduce down a lot. They sort of went really soft and broken apart. So I decided to add the nettle leaves in now. Just give it a stir. It does smell quite nice. Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to it. Doesn't look the best, but it's going on 2:15 now, and all I've had today is cereal for breakfast. So this meal is very welcome when it's ready. So I think that's about ready now. It's been going for a while. Time to take it off the fire. It does smell quite nice. The potatoes have reduced down, not completely, but they're a bit lumpy, which is fine, but it has thickened up the broth a lot. But yeah, I'm quite looking forward to tasting this. I'm going to leave it a few minutes just to cool it down because it's boiling hot right now. I'm not going to be able to taste it, it would be that hot. But yeah. Like I said, I have missed out a couple of the ingredients. You're supposed to have a roux, which is basically flour, well, melted butter with flour mixed into it. It makes a sort of white sauce. Apparently I was reading up about it. It started off as an Italian thing, but it became part of the French cuisine, ranging back to like the 17th century. I've got some cracked pepper here and a bit of sea salt, but I want to try it first without putting any of that in. So here it goes. It's actually really nice. It's like potato and leek, really. It's quite creamy. That's actually really nice, and that's just without this. You know what? You don't even need the salt and pepper. Still quite hot. Yeah, I would say it tastes like potato and leek soup, if I had to say it tastes like anything. Yeah, that's really nice. That's worked out a treat, that has. Just wish I brought bread. I made some bannock. I brought stuff I could make bannock. Yeah. I will admit, it's no caveman steak. So folks, I think what I'll do now is I'll just sit by myself in a bit of peace and quiet and eat the soup next to the last bit of the fire. But thank you again for stopping by. As always, I really appreciate you doing so. Everyone who subscribes, comments on my videos, thank you very much for doing that. If you happen to be new to the channel, please subscribe, maybe leave a comment and tell me what you think of the video. I guess I'll see you in the next one. Take care.